Menaldo, followed by Ana Valencia Verdin.
Yes, I came to address the council today in answer to 4 of the council members' specific requests to go on record regarding this year's 4th of July activities put on by Santa Ana residents, myself included. And I can summarize my remarks with just 2 words to you, que vergüenza, which takes 3 words to say in English, shame on you. When I was called up to the stage, I was correctly introduced as a Santa Ana public school teacher, and I've been in the profession long enough to have been a teacher to one of you. And as this member might remember, and the rest of you should have learned, it is important to come to class prepared. One must do their homework and know all of the facts before speaking on a topic. This obviously did not happen before 4 of you asked to publicly go on record with your remark. So as a teacher, I'd like to fill in some of the missing information and correct certain blatant remarks that were not only untrue, but defamatory and also divisive. You know, it's a strange coincidence, but recently a friend of mine said to me, bringing attention to the news, he said, "You hear what happened?" He said that White House incorrectly jumped the gun and fired USDA Director Sherrod over supposed racist remarks before finding out all the facts. And I answered, you don't have to go to national news for headlines like that. It's happening right here in Santa Ana. Number 1, the 4th of July celebration that we held was not a, quote, racist event, close quote, where, quote, people were calling people, and I'd like the attention, please, of the council, because this is important. I'm addressing all of you. Can I stop my 3 minutes and just ask for your attention, please, because I really do want to address the council. As I was saying, it was not where people were calling people, close quote, derogatory terms. I won't repeat the language used because I don't use that language and I don't condone it. This was a family event. It was planned for all the citizens of Santa Ana to celebrate the birth of freedom we all enjoy and many take for granted. On a day we all gather under one flag, celebrating our nation's greatest slogan, E pluribus unum, which means from many one. The incident that you incorrectly replaced what we worked for, offered, and proudly gifted to Santa Ana took place when one person came onto the grounds of the event with an agenda and began to harass someone who sat at a table reading his book to accompany his wife, who was a volunteer at one of the tables. After several goading questions, which we don't see because they were conveniently edited out, he succeeded in getting the response that he sought. He also succeeded in selling it to you as a misrepresentation of the entire event. Did he go around looking to record more such interchanges? Yes, he did. Why didn't he show them to you? Because he wasn't able to get the responses he needed to back up his political agenda. No one played his game because we were all busy doing what we had planned to do. Celebrate our nation's greatest holiday by honoring the freedom we all enjoy, and especially by honoring our servicemen and women who risked their very lives to give it to us, and by teaching our next generation that this day is not a Dia de los Cohetes, but rather the birthday of our nation. In absence of any such message from you, our city council, I might add. And I'm happy that you mentioned that you're interested in helping to plan next year's event. Now that the truth has been told and the air has been cleared a bit, I end by offering you my hand in good faith, thanking you for that promise. I ask let's begin again and work together and plan an event for July 4th, 2011 that'll be the most memorable yet. And I want to go on to the record with that. Thank you.
Thank you. See no further comments. We go to any city manager report.
No, nothing this evening, sir.
Thank you, Mr. City Manager. And with that, for council comment, do we have any council comment tonight? Where do we start?
You start.
Councilmember Tinajero, please.
Sexy. I just wanted, first of all, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think it's very important that there is a clarification. I appreciate Ms. Menaldo coming out to speak. I think what I want to make very clear, and I think the Mayor Pro Tem stated that, it wasn't the event that was something that we were opposing. And quite frankly, it's not necessarily your point of view when you're at the event, because everyone has the right to their own point of view. What was problematic was that on the agenda, it stated that an individual by the name of Lupe Moreno, who's a national figure, national Minuteman figure, who has been on television all over the country, was going to be recognized. And that I couldn't support, because she stands against something that is, I consider to be very igniting to people. And when I saw that in 2010, one of the people that spoke today and that was also getting an award had signed her paperwork, had signed her committee nomination papers for the Republican Central Committee. I've always told my students, and if it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. If you hang out with people who do drugs, you will eventually do drugs. If you hang out with people that are anti-Latino, I think she's anti-Latino, homosexual, she's anti a lot of things. And I've known this individual for quite some time. And when I see someone that is willing to sign on to a committee nomination papers, then that means you're supporting that individual's point of view. And that to me was not something that I could support. And so I believe that we have to be an open community, a tolerant community, and we'll continue to push for that. So it was in no way going and saying that, the event was a bad thing. It was, and like I said, you can have your own opinions, but when you're going to come up and recognize someone, this is a reflection on the entire city council, and I just couldn't support that. And, I'll stand by that. So I just wanted to make that clarification.